Alright, so I found this at the dollar store. This is just going to be like a work vlog, but without the music this time. Anyway, we're going to fix this up and make it not look like it was from the dollar store. Also, as you can see, it's see-through. That's really annoying. That's what most of these cheapo ones are like. So anyway, first I'm going to be cutting this off. So we don't want this crappy elastic here. We'll find something later for it. As you guys can tell, this isn't a tutorial. This is just me messing around on a work vlog. I kind of want to get my work vlogs to be more personal, I guess, with you guys. So I can, like, speak to you guys like I am now. So, anyway, I have here, this looks like 180 grit. I guess. That says 180, and it's fine. I don't really know much about this. I have it on my hand sander, but I'm not using the hand sander on this. So I'm gonna use my actual hand. I'm gonna try to sand this and see what happens. Oh yeah, okay. You guys probably won't. Oh, you might be able to see it. I don't know, but it scratches it up a bit. That will help it hold the paint. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty good already. I am gonna try something that I haven't done yet. So I have all of these. I'm not exactly sure what they do, but I'm pretty sure that they can cut into things like this. Oh, this actually has a drill bit in it. That's amazing. That's good. All right, so I'm gonna start off with a drill bit actually. There we go. All right. So now that we have a drill bit in there for now, I'm going to leave this bit out and the drum out so that I have an idea. Put these just over here real quick. Now I'm going to mark out, if I can find my marker. Well, I can't find my black Sharpie, so I'm going to try this silver one and see what happens. So I need to get a picture of what the actual mask looks like, so I'm going to do that on my phone. Alright, so I found this picture. It's a little cartoony because it's like a chibi toy. But I looked it up and it pretty much matched all the others. Now we're going to notice that this has 4 going across the bottom and 3 going down, with that corner being on both of them. This just has these 3 right here. I don't know how to fill those, so we're not going to. I'm just going to make this kind of my own, I guess, maybe. One here, one here. So I'm just gonna eyeball around 3 of these. So I'll make 5 on them. So I'll make 5 going across the top here because this. I don't have a choice. Ooh, maybe between these 2 makes it left. Or make this curve a little more. Yeah, let's make this curve a little bit. So maybe 1 there and 1 there. I'll go here. So that's better. Okay. So that'll have to do. So let's take the drill bit and see if this will go through. And it does. Success. Alright, so since we're testing all this out, let's test out this bit and see what it does. I'm pretty sure that's a cutting bit, so let's find out. And that it is. It is a cutting bit, so that's good. I need a bigger one though, honestly. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Wow, that was weird. It took off the entire cap there. One sec. All right, that was weird. Yeah, this apparently comes off, and now that I've tightened it really tight, it won't come back off again, which is hopefully good. That is so much nicer. So now that that's done, I'm gonna paint it. Now, I don't really have to show you guys this because it's just painting it. But, oh, I need to do this one here. I did it again. This is the same one I missed last time. Either way, I'll do that in a minute here. But once I drill this hole out, I'm gonna paint it with a cream color. Anyway, I'm gonna drill this out, paint it, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back from painting and it now looks, yeah, a lot nicer. So these are not very straight on there, but that's nothing I can do about it now. But the rest looks actually really good. So I do have some, move all this stuff out of the way. This stuff is for later. I do have some designs here. I don't know for sure how well they're going to fit. I might have to adjust in a second here. So let me just cut these out. I'll show you what I did. So I got a piece of paper, folded it in half. I ended up tearing around where the design was. And then I just, since this one is going to be like that, it's going to have to be symmetrical. So on the fold is where the center line is. And then we're just going to cut this out of here. I'm going to cut this a little bit smaller because it looks like it might be a little bit too big. So there's the cut. Now we can test it with this piece on here to see that might be too small. So that's why I did this. So I'm going to widen it out here and here. Now I am going to change the shape a little bit now that I've put that on there. And then now we can put this over. And it looks like that does fit a lot nicer. So what we're going to do now is take our masking tape, if I can find my masking tape. Okay, found my tape. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this on top. I'll move that. So flatten that out. Put the piece of tape like so. Put another piece of tape on the back side. Now what this does is it makes the pattern stiffer so it's not flopping around everywhere. Fold it back up. And then you can sort of see, it's really hard to tell, maybe. So you can tell that there's an area that is lighter than the rest. Especially if you hold it up to the light, you can really see. It's really hard to see it in here, but if you hold it up to a light source, you can see that there's, yeah. You just cut that out. Now your pattern is much stiffer. And I'm going to actually cut a little bit around this pattern so that, get off, so that there's not so much to it. So it's not such a large pattern anymore. Okay, then we're going to take this, take some tape, and then center this as best as you can. Now that it's all taped down, you're going to take red paint and a good paintbrush. Let me find a good one. So these sponge brushes are like the best for detail work when it's in a pattern like this. So what I'm going to do here is I'll use, let's just use this piece of cardboard here. This was from another build. Alright, you guys know how to paint things, right? I mean, you just paint it. So what I do is, you know, I get it in the paint a little bit, then I press down instead of swiping it. Now what this does is it presses down on the pattern and won't move it while you're trying to paint. And this is bubbling up a lot, so I might still have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to do this. So I'm just gonna do it this way and see what happens. Then anyway, so you do with these are the cheek ones. So I made them curved a little bit because it kind of looks cool. You don't have to. You can make them just straight triangles like they look on the toys. But what I'm going to do here is take a knife. Now this is also folded over on a scrap. Yeah, that was from a video I have not done yet. So I don't really care. Anyway, so I have it all down so it's on two pieces like this, and it's going to get split in half later. But this is just so that it stays still while I'm cutting. I'm going to cut through both pieces. There we go. Alright, so now we can paint those ones on. Alright, and that is all three of them painted. Now we just let this dry, and then once it's all dry, we just lift up everything and it should come right off. If it starts to peel a little bit, or if you think it might peel, a good idea would be to take a knife of some kind and just kind of peel off the paint with the knife, like cut the paint with the knife, because it can just all peel all the way up and get ruined. But depending on how bad it does that, it might actually look good, because you want it to look kind of destroyed. We're gonna destroy it anyway, kind of. Not totally destroy it, but make it kind of less perfect looking. Anyway, I'll be back when we get to that point. So these are done now. They should be plenty dry. Yeah, they're dry. Alright, so like I said, I don't know if it's going to try to take the paint back up or not. So I'm gonna see what I can do here. Yeah, it didn't turn out that great, but again, that's okay. We don't want it to be perfect. We can actually take some sandpaper. Yeah, that scuffs up the paint a little bit. Aha, perfect. That's what I wanted. Now this is starting to come up and look a little more like the paint's chipping off. That's what I was going for. So it's sort of working. That's pretty much what I wanted. Awesome. Okay. Get all the paint flakes off of it. Alright, so now we're going to do something that I did in the video for the tutorial of the knife, or the machete, or whatever. So we're going to take some paper towels. So let's do that for... Okay. And then two more. Alright, so let's start out with this. I'm going to use this. You probably won't be able to see it off the side there. I'm going to be using this piece of foam. As you can see, this is the same one I used for the machete. That's where I'm going to like get a little bit of the excess off. So, what we're going to be doing here, and I'll just do this on camera so you guys can see this again. Taking this black paint, putting some in there, maybe a little bit more than that. Yeah, that'll work. Putting some in there. You got to get some water. I'll probably use the rest of this. Yeah, just use the rest of it. Okay, put all that water in there. Then I'm just going to use a paintbrush to do this, but just mix it up like crazy. So this is what's called black washing, and this is how you make something look weathered and worn. And then the black also seeps into the crevices, like any cuts that you make or any indentations that you put in. This will go into that. So what you're gonna do, I guess we'll just use this one for the job here. All right, so kind of ball it up a little bit. And you do this. Let's do it this way. Let me pull that more. Ah, there we go. That should be good. All right. So what we're gonna do is very carefully. I should use gloves, but screw it. Alright. Just dip it in. Wash it all over the place. Then wipe off the excess. It's already starting to get pretty good. Let's do another one. That should be a lot better than the last one. I don't know how well you can see it on the camera, but it does look really good actually. Let's do a little bit darker up here. Now that we've done that, we're going to do another technique that does not involve that. And this will be the last thing you need to really do to the mask, period. You will still need the black. Since I didn't use this very much, I'm just going to use this. And this is something called dry brushing. And I don't have my brush up here. Oh well, I'll use a different one. This one's nice and small. This one should actually be a good one. So, dry brushing is when you take and you get whatever you can on there and then wipe most of it off. You want it to still have some on it, just not a whole bunch. And then, so as you can see, I started putting it in the this place where the eyes are. Then we're going to take a paper towel and start wiping off what we just did, because it's too dark still. You're basically, on this prop anyway, giving them eyelashes and then wiping them. Normally you wouldn't wipe dry brushing and you wouldn't put as much on as I am, but I'm doing it for a reason. I might black wash back over that too, because it still shows quite a bit. Alright, so yeah, I am going to do a small amount of black washing over the eyes. There we go. I'm just gonna dry brush a little contour around the nose. Black wash that a little bit more. Basically just do this as much as you desire, really. That should be fine. And then the next thing we're going to be needing to do to this, which I'm going to do, but I don't really know how I'm going to do yet, is put blood all over it. But I'm going to figure something else out, like how to do that, because I'm probably just going to use this paint here, mix it with the black a little bit to make it a little bit darker, and then splatter it somehow. But I don't want to do that in here because, well, I don't want it to go everywhere. I don't know what I'm really doing as far as that goes. How to splatter the paint on here, because I might have to flick it on. I might have to, like, with a paintbrush, like, use this paintbrush since it's dry. I'm gonna have to, like, you know, something like that to make it splatter onto it. So I don't really know what I can do there. Get that off of there. And anyway, but the last real step you need to do is to put straps on it. And I'm just gonna get some like pleather that I already happen to have and put that on it. Have it Velcro or buckle or something. I'll figure something out when the time comes. But until then, this is basically how you make a bad Jason mask look like a good Jason mask. So that is it for this video. If you like it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, maybe subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later.